What's poppin', guys? Eman86 here. This is a quick stream highlight from the other day. I was doing some speed running and people were asking some questions about how I find bastions and fortresses. So I explained a bit of the strategies that I used. None of these strategies have been developed by me. I've just learned this stuff through other people and through YouTube and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to link as many resources and credits as I can in the description. Try to link to the original developers of these strategies, and I hope you enjoy the video. Basically, the idea is, I'm going to try to explain it. It's very hard to explain without showing. The premise behind it is you use the E counter in the F3 menu, and you make your field of view very small, because the E counter only shows the entities that are in your field. Well, I mean, one of the numbers only shows the entities that are in your field of view. So you can use that to lower your field of view to the minimum, which is 30, and to look around and see where the entity number spikes. Okay, I'm going to reset this because there's no hay in this village. Unless there's lava, very easily accessible, like right here. Which there is not. I'll show you now. Okay, now there's no lava. Set block, portal. Alright, first I'm gonna check if there's a bastion or not. Okay. Look at my F3, look at my, hold on, let me move this over here. Look at my F3 menu. First, bottom right, I can see root.tick.level.entities.block entities. In that path, I can see there is a mob spawner rendered, which means I either have a fortress or a bastion. I can see that on the left, the fourth line down, so the line that starts with SC, you'll see there's SC and then a number, and then M and then a number, and then C and then a number. So add together M and C. So that'd be 107. Remember that number. Now go fifth from the top. You see the E counter. There's two numbers. There's E and then a number slash a number. So the second number after the slash, there's total entities in the world rendered at 174 right now. So, if that number is more than 30 higher than M plus C, which is 107, then there's a bastion. So we have 170 versus 107. So we probably have two bastions rendered, because there's about 30 entities per bastion. And then the left number on the E counter, so it's E and then a number slash a number. So we already know the second number is the total entities rendered, but the first number before the slash is the entities in your field of view. So, if I lower my field of view all the way, you'll see right now it says E11, or now it says 9. If I look around, see now it's 30. You can keep looking around. Now it's down to 3, 2, 47. So if you see a spike above 30 or 40, that's definitely a bastion. See how it says E51 right now? If I go spectator mode and fly this way, there is a bastion. Here it is. And there was another one, I believe. I go back over here. Creative. So this is there's 40 entity spike right here. There should be another one. Wait, what I'm on 16. I'm on 16 render. So 40 is definitely a bastion. Yep, here it is. Okay, so this bastion is treasure bastion, right? You see the mob spawner right here, which means I'm not guaranteed a fortress. So I go back to where I came from, which I believe is over here. If I see that, I know that I can disregard my pie chart completely. I don't know where I came from, somewhere over here. But basically, if I do slash locate fortress. It could be really close or it could be really far. 282 blocks is actually pretty good. Pretty close. But it could have been, there could have been no fortress anywhere because I would have no idea. All I can tell is by looking at my pie chart and seeing if there's a mob spawner, which means there's either a treasure bastion or another fortress or both. Yeah. I've learned all that through YouTube videos. So whenever I enter the Nether, what I always look at is I bring up my F3. Well, first I pause and let the chunks render. Let the chunks render. And then bring up my F3, look at my pie chart, my M+C, and my second entity count. If I have a mob spawner, and my entity is higher than M+C, then I know I have a bastion and possibly a fortress, and then I go do my E-ray, find the bastion, go there first. If it's not a treasure, then I know that if it's not a treasure and I can tell from M+C compared to E that there's only one bastion, then I know I have a fortress guaranteed. So if I know there's only one bastion and I'm already at it and it's not treasure, then I know there's a fortress. So that's a really good seed. This is another useful little graphic here to kind of help me find bastions and fortresses. So this is called the quadrants in the Nether. So each of these green squares has either a fortress or a bastion or neither. And the only case that it's neither is if a bastion tries to generate in a basalt delta biome. So if there's no basalt delta biome, there is either a fortress or a bastion in each of these green squares, never both. However, a fortress, if it's really long, can overlap through the borders, which is the red area. So it's very, very rare you find a fortress overlapping with a bastion. But you can see the coordinates here. So if you're going in the positive direction, there will be either a bastion or a fortress between 0, 0 and 368, and then a 64 block wide border between the next quadrant. So you can use this to help you find bastions and fortresses as well. Now, here is some more little tips about village stuff using the same kind of strats that also came up in this conversation, so I thought I would include it. Can you do the same concept with the village and must one in the overworld? Yes, actually. You can use the pie chart. The only reason I use it in the overworld, which is why I pull it up every new seed, the only reason I use it is to look for furnace. Because furnace is also a block entity, the same way a mob spawner is a block entity. So if I see there's a furnace rendered in my pie chart, then I know that it's either one, a plains or desert village with a blacksmith, or B, a taiga or snow biome without a blacksmith. So if I see a furnace rendered and I only see a plains biome around me, I only see a plains village around me, then I know that that village has a blacksmith. As well, I forgot about this. I also look for like just other block entities. So you'll see how full my pie chart is right now. Bottom right, you see how many things there are written. I have a blast furnace, bell, and brewing stand. So obviously if you have any of those rendered, it means it's a village. In this case scenario, I don't have a furnace rendered, which means there's no blacksmith in this village. Which usually means I don't care about the village, unless there is, say, a ruined portal or a lava pool nearby, which I don't see one. If you made it this far in the video and you think this information was useful to you, I would be actually pretty poggers if you dropped a sub. I would like that very much, and I wish you a great day.